All right, guys, I'm here with my new athlete, Laura, who is finally in town. Maybe not a new athlete,
I
but
finally came here.
kind of new to the world. Everyone's been asking about you, so I'm like, we have to do a podcast today.
I'm so excited for this. This is actually my first professional podcast that I will be doing. So if I say something weird or anything, just stop me and we will be good.
You'll do great. Our
hope so.
engagement so far has been amazing. So I'm going to get to kind of the deeper topic first. We've been working pretty exclusively together since like November, December.
I think so too.
We originally connected, I think, in May of last year. And we were kind of talking about,
Hormones,
hormone health.
yeah.
Got you squared away there. We meshed really well together. And
Definitely.
we started working together full on in November. And then we talked about getting you out here to visit. And I feel like you had to overcome a lot of fear and like kind of discomfort to get to the United States. Even though you've been here before,
Yeah.
it's a big jump. I mean, you've got family and friends at home,
And
dogs.
it's far away from Lithuania.
Yeah.
24-hour flight. Yeah, it was. I had some doubts about it all, but when I came here, every single day I am more sure about it all, and it's just like I feel good that I'm here, that I am here, and excited for the future.
Yeah, a lot of people, their big dream is to do something like this and to compete on the highest level. She's already an IFBB pro, if you didn't know or couldn't already tell. What is your ultimate goal in coming to the States?
Well, I definitely want to compete more. I'm not afraid to say that I really want to get to the Olympia. Then, of course, eventually win the Olympia. I'm not afraid to say this. Also, do more stuff working out here because the gyms here.
He's going to come up probably.
So and I love the gyms here. I love training here because in Lithuania we don't have that much great of a gyms. Equipment is old, and just a lot of new experiences to see people, to meet people from the industry. Oh my God, he's so cute! I can't. And yeah, just basically live bodybuilding lifestyle in the heart of it all.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a great dream. And for somebody like you, I think you can take this all the way to the top. And, as someone who works with a lot of athletes, it's, really exciting to help this dream come true. And how are you loving Vegas so far?
So far, of course, I love it. I am here only for a week right now, I believe so, a little bit longer than a week. But I already experienced a lot of fun stuff. Of course, I love the gyms here. I love elevation. The energy there is amazing. People there are so helpful. Do you need anything? Do you need help? Do you need water? I'm kind of confused even how helpful they are. I'm not used to that. I don't know. I genuinely love everything here. I wasn't expecting it to love it this much because I was traveling quite a lot. Before I was quite a few times in Dubai, which is also amazing gyms there. But it's just something different about this. I just feel good that I'm supposed to be here. And yeah, I love it, genuinely.
It saves you a lot of time being here.
That's true too. It takes me 15 minutes to go to the gym when in Lithuania I had to wake up on time, make sure that I'm not late to my bus, because if I miss my bus, I will be waiting another 1 to 2 hours for another one. So yeah, even driving to the gym takes me 2 hours in Lithuania, just to the front and then 2 hours back.
Yeah.
Of course, it's good that I can work on my phone because I do a lot of stuff on my phone, so I can work while I am driving back and front. But still, everything here is just so easy, so convenient, everything that I needed, and yeah.
That's something that I think a lot of people don't consider. And, you know, when we talked, when you told me that it took you that long to get to the gym and back.
Girl, you're crazy.
So 4 hours of your day is gym
Just
travel,
for
just getting
driving.
there. And you're probably training for an hour cardio on top of that.
Oh yeah, so I spend a few hours in the gym, and then a few hours while I'm getting back from the gym.
I think a lot of people would not do that, like not make that sacrifice.
I'm not sure, but if you want something badly, you always find a way to do things.
Yeah.
So this is my approach with everything. If you want something, you gotta make sure to do it no matter how. And
See, that was something, you know, before we had started working together that I did not know. And as we got into the check-ins and you told me how long it takes you to get to the gym, I said, my God, your mindset's perfect. If you're able to do that, you can certainly do anything, you know. And,
I like that.
I'm really excited to talk about this on here because I've heard people complain about things. And man, life is not always fair. I love what you said. Like, if you're willing to make it happen, it will definitely happen. So that's awesome.
And when it's harder for you to do things, you learn a lot. You're also becoming more disciplined about it. So maybe that's why I am quite successful in this already, just because I have that discipline and commitment to things. I don't look for an easy way to do things.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's helpful too.
That's super helpful. You kind of have to check all the boxes wanting to take it to the level that you want.
Because the easier you get things, the easier they come to you, the less you value those things. And it's just, with fitness, it's the same. With business, it's the same. With life, it's the same.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you take the easy road, you're only going to find the things that come easy.
And
if
you won't
work
appreciate
hard,
things either.
you won't appreciate things either.
This is the main reason why I appreciate every single thing here. And everything here for me is new, different, easy, and I'm just amazed of how everything works here, seriously.
Yeah, it's got to be cool to be in your shoes. And, you know, as we were talking, like we all really had to kind of put our heads together and think, how does this feel being as young as you are? And you're how old again?
23.
Yeah, lots of young
lady.
talent already planning to move across the world basically to make your dreams come true. And that is so darn cool. And it feels really cool to be a part of that process.
Oh, yeah, that feels amazing, exciting, scary, but in a good way. I'm just so pumped. And every single day I wake up even happier about it, even more sure about it. Even now that we are doing this podcast, it's also something new and exciting, and so much more to come.
Yeah, less scary now that you're here, right?
Oh, definitely. Of course I was worried if I like it here, if I like the people here, because it's different communicating on social media. You can't feel the energy. You can feel something, of course, but it will be different meeting those people in person, you know? But once I came here, everyone is just even nicer than I thought. I kind of almost lived the lifestyle while I was there, even though I was quite far away from here, but I was always interested and passionate about bodybuilding, about all the people here. I was watching a lot of podcasts constantly in this industry already while being quite far away from it in a way. So maybe that's why even when I meet those people that I used to watch on YouTube, on the shows, it just feels familiar. I almost feel like I know them for years, and and honestly, nothing here disappointed me at all. It's just better than I was expecting, and I kind of already feel like I should be here. I am a part of this, which is really important for me, especially making all of those big moves, you know?
Yeah.
So
absolutely. I can't even imagine how crazy that feels to go from one end of the country to another. And Las Vegas is where the heart of fitness really is, and I would say Florida has a good.
Yeah,
and
it has
New
quite a
York.
lot of good gyms and people from this industry as well.
So to meet everyone you have. Now, some people you'll notice they're not like you think they'll be. And luckily you haven't experienced that
Not
yet.
yet,
But
at
sometimes you'll meet people and it's like they act totally different than like their social media. And I wanted to bring that up because you're newer here and
I'm
it'll
so naive.
kind of, well,
Yeah.
yeah, but likely you would be being here so new. It'll be interesting to see when that first happens, and then
Yeah.
you're like, oh my god, they were anything like I thought they
Yeah,
would be.
yeah.
Because, but it happens fewer and fewer between. Because I find authenticity works best in a business model because that's always going to be what comes across the
Yeah.
best. So your vibe will kind of attract your tribe in
Yeah.
a way.
And I don't think you can pretend for such a long time because eventually people will realize who you are and it will show.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Now, as far as everything goes, we're getting ready to plan some shows for the year.
Definitely.
We won't say which ones, but
No, we won't.
what are we wanting to work on? Which we could both talk about this, but we'll tell our audience kind of what our plan is for your physique.
So basically, I still need to build a little bit more. I need more fullness, a little bit more, of course, shoulders, glutes are fine, legs are fine. I just need to build a little bit longer, get a little bit fuller, and then we will be ready to go. I think,
Yes.
yeah.
And there's some challenges with that, of course. I
Of
think
course.
you maintain a pretty lean physique all year
For way
round.
too long, yeah. I have this problem. I really like to stay too lean for too long. I put this pressure on myself for some reason that I have to be as lean as possible all the time. And I'm trying to get away from it somehow just to focus on building. Of course, stay relatively lean still, but not as shredded just because it doesn't help to build muscle, as we know. Yeah. And yeah, this is the main struggle I have, is just trying to be stage lean all the time, which I
Yeah.
realize isn't what you should do.
You've built a ridiculous following off of that figure and shape, though. So you've been heavily not only rewarded from it just from a marketing standpoint, but also, you know, your pro card and everything.
Yeah.
Your shape is pretty much unlike anyone has ever seen. So it is hard to step
It will
away
get
from
better
that.
soon.
It will, yes. And even posing at the Lair yesterday,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the first time we'd really posed you on
In person,
camera,
yeah,
in
yeah.
person.
And
And
it's different than on camera.
you look bigger in person, which was kind of exciting because I was like, you know, I thought maybe we had a little bit more work to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think we both gained confidence, and
Yeah.
you've seen yourself next to some of these girls
Yeah.
now. And you're like, maybe I'm a little closer
Yeah.
than I thought.
And strange thing, even gyms here has such a good lighting that when I saw myself in those mirrors, I was like, wow, I gained a few pounds just from how do I see myself. Because, for example, again, Lithuania, we don't have good mirrors, we don't have good lighting. It just looks so different. So here everything is just like, yeah, just 10 times better.
Yeah, so the technology is a lot different, it sounds like, between just in lighting.
Everything, yeah, lighting, machines, so much better here. Everything feels smooth, nice. Yeah, it's definitely will help me improve faster than compared to equipment I had till now.
And what's cool about that is a lot of times people don't think of not having equipment until we go through something like COVID, where we're working out at home, and you've built a phenomenal physique on some of maybe not the best equipment in the world.
Yeah,
And
I don't think you need the best equipment in the world, Of course, you can build amazing physique with just dumbbells and a barbell, but having those machines, high quality machines, still helps. It adds a little bit more to different angles, different loads.
And
Yeah.
different variety
Yeah.
too. It's kind of like if you're stuck eating the same foods all the time, you're going to get bored eating those foods. And then with machines or different exercise equipment, it's kind of the dessert you get to have at the
Yeah.
end of the day that's
And
exciting.
you can even do the same workout, the exact same workout, just with different machines in different gym, and you feel sore the next day. Just because
Yes.
it was slightly different. Angle was different, load was different, something was different.
And we're excited to have Sarah use the newbie on you, which will be
That's
exciting as
exciting.
well.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll talk about the dynamic a little bit. So you have me as the coach. You have Fran as your manager,
him,
essentially.
actually.
Yeah,
a good-
let's talk about Fran a bit because he's helped you a ton since you've been here, which has been awesome.
As I said, everyone here is so much nicer, so much better than I was expecting, and Fran helps me a lot.
Yeah.
I love his energy. He always boosts me up, brings my energy up. We work very good together. Honestly, it's just I am here only for a week, and I already feel like I know him for years and years and years.
Yeah, he makes
love
it
that.
extremely comfortable.
Oh yeah.
And he's really good at helping execute the business decisions
He's
that
very smart.
an athlete sometimes has to juggle, like who's going to be my sponsors, like who truly is helping me in this journey. And he's kind of like a dad almost.
Exactly. Yeah. I really like his energy and everything.
That's awesome. And then you and Sarah went clothing shopping
Yeah,
for photo
we did.
shoots.
We
So
did.
she's kind of like the mom of the group and the newbie master.
Exactly. And it was so quick. Actually, we went shopping and I got my dress in 10 minutes.
That's amazing.
That's wow, because to me it takes ages to pick something, to find something. I'm not sure. And we went and we just got a dress, and I was so happy that we did, and everything was so smooth.
And the dress is for the Cutler Classic?
This Saturday, yes.
Perfect. Is this your first show in the United States that you've been to?
Yeah, and probably one of the first times that I will be wearing a dress too.
So what do you normally wear in public?
Gym wear in public, gym wear as well. Jeans, I wear jeans.
All
Hoodies,
good
sweatshirts.
change.
Yeah.
Well, I was
everything for the-
excited that you said you were wanting to meet Jay.
Oh yeah, I would love to meet him. I
'Cause-
will meet him actually.
A lot of girls don't follow bodybuilding or bodybuilders.
I follow everything. As I said, I was living this lifestyle, even not being here, just watching everyone. I watched a lot of male bodybuilding podcasts as well. I watch a lot of different channels because there's not many women bodybuilding channels or podcasts yet.
Right.
But we will make this change. But yeah, I watch a lot of bodybuilding stuff.
That's awesome. Have you found watching bodybuilding has helped you in your bikini journey and career?
Definitely, because you learn a lot of things. You learn how to pose. You learn even some things about judging. You learn new stuff. Of course, I watch all the shows. I always buy Olympia streams tickets. Arnold. I watch a lot of shows. I love learning. I love everything about bodybuilding. I'm so passionate about it.
Yeah. Well, bodybuilding is kind of like the ultimate vessel for the maximal physique. So, and I always hate how people say this. They'll say you don't have to train as hard as in bikini, but you don't have to be as big, but you have to pay attention to the shape aspect that
it's
much
different.
more.
Yeah.
So even though some of those things matter in bodybuilding, I think bikini is harder for some different reasons.
Yeah, in bikini, I think it's harder to judge because it's more subjective as well. But yeah, there's differences, and both of divisions, not both divisions, all divisions has their certain things that you need to watch out for and to
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can learn a lot. You can take some of the things they're doing for development and add it into a bikini
Yeah.
program. And
Yeah.
there's a lot of carryover because you're still lifting weights, you're still dieting. And
Yeah.
I think the judging's easier to see in bodybuilding. So I kind of encourage a lot of my females to watch bodybuilding because it's a little bit easier to determine who the winner is, and it will help you with your bikini eye as you bring that subjectivity into it. So bodybuilding's the ultimate starting point because it's easier to kind of judge that one. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. And tell us about your diet a little bit right now. Where are we at protein,
We
carbs,
are
and
eating
fats
a
wise?
lot of muffins.
I knew you were going to mention the muffins.
Yeah, I love those. Yeah, it's so easy to pack. Do I need to tell the exact macros?
You don't have to.
Yeah.
That might clue people in too much if we do, right?
Yeah, I think so. But we are definitely in a good spot. We are eating good amount of carbs, quite high right now. But I'm the one that loves food and can always eat more, always hungry. But yeah, so what I can definitely say that I feel that my body is definitely doing better on higher carb diet than fats. Fats are moderate pretty much. And of course high protein because I love protein, I love my muffins, I love egg whites. Yeah, so this is for the diet, muffin diet.
You're able to keep your fats relatively low very easily.
Yeah, because I don't eat a lot of like fatty meats and stuff like that. I eat a lot of egg whites. I love fish. Of course, salmon is my favorite fish, which is pretty fatty, but I still manage to keep the fats low. What else? I eat a lot of rice, oats, bananas, berries. Yeah, so that's kind of easy.
It's cool how our dynamic works because we'll kind of, this might be the first time you've felt this way where you kind of have a dynamic approach and it's not just someone giving you, numbers, and you coach people yourself and at a very successful rate.
Yeah.
So it's more a conversation versus here you go.
Exactly. Every person is so different, and what works for one person might not work for the other one. And also, as you know, there's no one right thing to do things.
Yeah.
There's many different ways how people can be successful. As long as you are feeling good on your diet, on your training, you're excited about it, you will be good, for sure.
Absolutely. I like how we're able to kind of bounce it back and forth. And
Yeah.
when you told me you like lower fats, I was like, that's perfect
Yeah.
because I would actually prefer to have your fats a little lower in the sources you were eating.
Yeah.
I'd say you're able to keep them down on average about 15 more grams than a lot of my clients. So you're really on the opposite end
Lower.
of the pendulum. And,
Yeah.
we were able to get your hormonal health better without having a lot of fats,
Yeah.
contrary to belief. And it's really about the amount of calories. And
I think
a lot of
so,
people
too.
forget
Yeah.
that.
And good digestion and stuff, because fats tends to slow down your digestion, which I don't like. No one likes slow digestion, of course. But yeah, I definitely like to keep my fats lower.
Yeah, and some people will use fats for like less inflammatory reasons for better digestion, but
I think it also depends on the source of fat you are choosing. Something like avocado, salmon, nuts are very good for digestion and for inflammatory things. But if you get your fat from, I don't know, fatty beef or something like that, then definitely won't fix your digestion and you will feel sluggish and inflamed.
Yep.
So this is...
And if the digestion sucks, the hormones are going to suck behind that as well.
Yeah.
So, and you're very scientific with your approach with your athletes as well.
Yes, I love reading. I love learning. I'm such a learner. Yes.
And I like that because within our conversations as an athlete, you'll bring different challenging questions to the coaching which is good because when those are answered, that helps you feel better about the coaching
And
in the long run.
sometimes, even when your client brings you questions, sometimes you even learn something new because you try to explain to them. You maybe even do more research on that thing to help them, and then you learn even more. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I think this covers a lot for our first podcast together.
Introductory podcast.
Introduction. Welcome to the US. Welcome to Las Vegas.
I love it here, and I keep loving it more and more every single day. Seriously.
And we're excited to do more of these as the weeks go by here.
We definitely will. We need to plan more topics, more exciting topics. Maybe ask people on Instagram what they want to hear from us as well.
So if you guys have questions for us, go ahead and post them below, and we'll cover them on our next one. We'll try to do this about bi-weekly or weekly.
I think so, yeah, definitely.
All right, guys. Thank you.